Let me ask you about another big issue, which is gay marriage. The court in October took a pass on some of those cases, and essentially no one knows exactly how to read that. Now we've had federal appeals courts that have upheld marriage bans in a couple of states, Michigan and Kentucky. A lot of people think that case is headed back again to the Supreme Court.
Right.
How do you read the action, what they did in October, and what it means for how they will treat those cases when they get sent up to the court?
Well, I think Justice Ginsburg really gave us a clue about what they would do in October when she said that there's been no conflict among the circuits until Judge Sutton rules, and she predicted, I think rightly, that he would rule that the states did not have to recognize same-sex marriage. Until Judge Sutton rules in the Sixth Circuit, there's not going to be a conflict. Then we can take the case. And I think she essentially predicted that the court would take a pass, which was a rather brilliant strategic move. It allowed more and more states to move in the direction of same-sex marriage, so that by the time the court decides to hear the Sixth Circuit case, which it will, with almost no doubt, whether it's going to be in this term or the next term is not entirely clear, but when it decides to hear that case, there will be something like 2/3 of the states, 35, maybe 36, including the District of Columbia, that have recognized same-sex marriage either by judicial decree or by popular action. That's about the tipping point where in the past the court has said we are simply sort of cleaning up the edges and not taking a radical step. So I think the court is going to be in an easier position to recognize that denying equality and dignity to same-sex couples is impermissible when it finally hears the case from the Sixth Circuit.
You think that, knowing what you know about Chief Justice Roberts' temperament, you think that is the direction, given the scenario you just laid out, that he would want to go?
Well, whether he wants to or not, there are 5 justices who do, I think, including Justice Kennedy. I think he may well dissent, though it's not 100% sure he will, but I think he is more likely to dissent than to go along with the majority. But only a little more likely. I wouldn't be absolutely shocked if it were a 6-3 decision reversing the Sixth Circuit and saying that same-sex couples are the same as anybody else.